Hello everyone, House of Relief here, and finally, this is my first ever tutorial of the reel that I posted. You guys इतना सारा support दिया आप लोगों ने, so मैं आज finally tutorial बना रही हूँ for the lovely keychains that I have showed before. And basically, इस channel में I will be giving you an in-depth detailed tutorial on these keychains that I have freehanded myself and I wanted to give out a pattern. So let's get started. Let's first have a look at the materials required for this project. Let's start with the hooks. I have two sizes here. You can use any of the sizes you like. This is a 2mm hook and a 2.5mm hook. I personally recommend the 2mm one because it will be easier to work with the yarn. But it is completely up to you to use which hook size you want to use. Then we have needles, a pair of scissors, keychain ring to put the plushie in a keychain, some stitch markers. These are the pins that I use to mark where I want to paste the eyes, some stuffing. A substitute for safety eyes are small black beads, sewing thread for the tiny details on the plushie, glue. I have the B7001 and I have yarn, which is the Vardhman school knit yarn, and it is 5 or 6 ply. It is a mix of viscose and polyester yarn. I have two colors with me. You can use whichever one you like. For today's video, I will be using white color. Let's get started on the body of the plushie. Let's begin. First, let's pick up the hook and the yarn, and first we will be making a magic ring. To make a magic ring, I already have a tutorial for this on my channel. I am currently making the classic magic ring. Then in the magic ring you have to do 6 single crochets. So this is for the first single crochet. You can mark it with the stitch marker or not. So how to make a single crochet? You put your hook into the ring, take the yarn, pull it and yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. While crocheting, you have to ensure that you are crocheting on top of the yarn tail, which is this, and you have to ensure that the ring and the yarn tail go hand in hand like this. Now, and this also ensures that the piece closes into a proper circle, so pull the yarn tail after you're done, and this is how we have formed a magic ring. Now let's start round 2. We will be continuing this plushie in continuous rounds, which means instead of ending the round with a slip stitch and a chain one, we have to go through the first stitch and make a single crochet, which we did in the magic ring as well. Now to start off round 2, you have to make 2 single crochets in every stitch. So that means in 6 stitches there will be a total of 12 stitches. You have to now mark this stitch with the stitch marker. I will show you how to mark stitches. Do you see that little opening right there? You have to put your stitch in that, like this. Now you have put the stitch marker. You can either leave it as it is or you can close it if you like. I prefer not to close it. Now let's begin. In the same stitch, another single crochet. Now in the next stitch we will be doing 2 single crochets. In the same stitch again. Like so. You have to repeat this for the rest of the stitches, and I will see you at the end of round 2. To ensure that there are correct number of stitches in the round, you have to start from the stitch where you placed your stitch marker in, which is this one, and you have to start counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. This ensures that there are correct number of stitches in the round. Now you can remove the stitch marker, place it and put your hook inside of the first stitch again, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops and yarn over and place. Now again you have to put the stitch marker through this again, so this little opening right here, this. For round 3 we will be doing a specific pattern. For round 3, as we have already completed a single crochet in the first stitch, in the next stitch we will be doing an increase. Increase is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Hence let's do that. In the same stitch, pull through the 2 loops. Now after doing this, we have 2 stitches completed and we have to follow this pattern all around. So in the next stitch we will be doing only 1 single crochet, and in the 4th stitch we will be doing 2 single crochets, which also means an increase. So following this pattern all around, you will have a total of 18 stitches. I'll see you at the end of round 3. Here at the end of round 3, after following the pattern, we will be at a number of 18 stitches. Now let's remove our stitch marker and put our hook in the first stitch and over, pull, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, and you have to mark it again. The stitch marker and put it in the 2 loops. For 4th round, we will be doing 2 single crochets and then an increase. So we have done 1 single crochet, then in the 2nd chain another single crochet, and then in the 3rd stitch 2 single crochets, which means an increase. Let's do this part. So 1, this was the one, this is the second one, and then in the 3rd stitch I have completed this bit, which leaves me with 4 stitches altogether. After completing round 4, from round 5 to 8 you only have to do rounds of single crochet. As you can see, I started a bit on round 5, so a total of 4 rounds you have to do single crochets. Let's do a few. So put the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over again, pull through the 2 loops. let's see this one more time. Put the hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now you will have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. You have to follow this pattern all around, and I will see you at the end of round 8, because you have to do 4 continuous rounds, so make sure to count. This is what your piece should look like at the end of round 8. Like this. Now you can put the yarn tail inside and we will start doing decreases. This is the initial size we want. If you want to increase the size, you can increase the number of rounds as we did in round 3. Then you can increase more rounds in round 4. Now let's remove the stitch marker. Let's start round 9. Now for round 9, we will be doing 2 single crochets and then a decrease. So we did already 1 single crochet. Now let's do a second one. And then for a decrease, what you have to do is only use this flap right here. Let me show you with the needle. After removing the crochet hook, this is the flap we only have to go through. Let me show you here. Only this flap right here. Only this flap, not the two, not the whole stitch, only one like this. This is called the bottom loop and this is the front loop. So we will only be taking the bottom loop. Hence, let's make the decrease. Now let's put our crochet hook in the bottom loop like this, and then let's again take the another bottom loop and put it in the hook. Now you will have 3 loops, yarn over and put your hook only through the first 2 loops. After doing so, you will have 2 loops left. Yarn over and pull through the rest of the 2 loops. This is your decrease. Now let's do it one more time. Let's make 2 single crochets. And now let's take the bottom loops, which are these, like this, and then like that. Now you will have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops like this. Then you will have 2 more loops, then yarn over and pull through the rest of the 2 loops. This is a pattern you have to follow till the end of round 9 and round 10. Hence, I will see you at the end of round 10. At the end of round 10, you will have 2 more left. To do continuous decreases, first mark this stitch and then go through the bottom loop of the stitch like this, and then again go through the bottom loop like this. Then yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through the rest of the 2 loops. Now this stitch, take the bottom loop of this stitch and take the bottom loop of the next stitch and yarn over and pull through the loops, yarn over again and pull through the rest of the 2 loops. Continue doing this process all around. Pull a little bit, remove your hook. This is an additional step that I am doing to secure the yarn. It's not required, but if you want to follow the same, you can do it. Now you might see a little hole in there. We are going to fill that hole. Okay, now take the yarn needle, and this will be a bit bigger. It is only for yarn purposes. I will show you a normal needle. Hence, use this yarn. They come in all sizes. Just put the yarn through the needle. Make sure that all of the strands of the yarn go through the needle. Once that happens, you can start sewing. Now, only go through the bottom loops. Just like in decreases, only go through this loop, not all of the loops, only in this loop right here. Put your needle and take it out. Hold the yarn tail so it doesn't go out of the needle. After doing that, turn the needle like this and pull through the bottom loop only, like this. Now and just pull it, push it down to flatten it, and then put the yarn like this and see where it goes. So put the needle right here in this stitch and then pull it out anywhere in the body. This will just secure the magic ring even more. Now the same stitch you took the yarn out, put the needle in the same stitch back, and now pull it out of some other part. Pull it out, put it in the same stitch, and then pull it out at a random place. And then when it's short enough, you can put the needle down, grab your scissors and just cut the yarn. If there is a bit of yarn left, take the back of the yarn needle and push it back in like this. And close like this, tighten it up. The head is ready for the plushie. This plushie right here, the head is ready. Now we will make the ears and the face structures with the eyes. For the eyes, you need the B7000 or any good fabric glue, the black beads which need to be small in size according to your plushie size, And these are optional because I use them to mark where I want to stick the eyes, so I don't stick them at any wrong places. Hence, I take a pin and I put it right here at a point where I think the eyes will look better. Now, for the second eye, I will count 2 stitches, like 1, this is 1 stitch, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th stitch, right here, I will put the second pin, like this. If you want, you can move a stitch back according to your liking, or a stitch further accordingly. This is what I chose my eye positioning to be. So I will remove one pin, the place where the glue was kept, like this. Let the glue dry for a second or a minute or two, depending how quick your glue dries, and let the eyes settle. We will now be making the ears of the cat, the pig, and the cute hamster or puppy.